Hello, Thanliam Bui. You asked me for helping you with creating this bay window. So let's see what I can do. I'm gonna start with a cube. By the way, I'm using my 2016, and this is Service Pack 5, which is the latest, I think. So we're gonna start with creating a cube. Okay, I'm gonna scale it up like so, and I'm gonna right click, choose vertex, and I will choose these two, shift select these, and with the scale tool, which is this thing here, I'm gonna scale this to about that. Okay, now this is uh, mainly the base window shape. Okay, alright, scale that up, just stretch it as I did. And I may want to make here some section more of like that, you know. I'm gonna take a look at your picture just to make sure that it's somewhat the same. So it's here a little bit longer. I think that the overall it looks good that way. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this edge, control right click, edging utilities to edging and split it in the middle. So now I have one section here. Now I'm gonna grab this edge, press G to split this thing again, and I'm gonna right click, choose vertex, and grab these vertex, switch to move tool, hold down the V key and snap this so it will be aligned with these on the front. See? And I'm gonna do the same here. So I'm gonna grab this edge, press G, and then right click, choose vertex, grab these, hold down the V key, snap it, and snap it to these vertex. See? Now I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna grab this edge here, control right click, edging utilities, edging and split. It will split it that way. Now we're gonna create a split here, grab this edge, G, grab this edge, G. So basically what we've done, we divided this entire window to sections. Now it's really up to you here. I mean, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna delete all the all the unnecessary faces, which is these. Okay, see those at the back, those at top, and the bottom. I'm gonna press delete, so it will. This is what we will have. Now with that, what you can do is you can grab all of them at once. You know what? For that, I'm gonna grab all of these, all the edges, and I'm gonna try and bevel them. Just want to see what will happen here. Okay, see that you can open this, and where it says poly bevel, you can change the friction to be lower. So you see what I've done? Now you can add another segment in between. Okay. Now we are missing some segments. The top, you see each segment that we had, it's divided to three now. It has three, but here it doesn't have three, and here it doesn't have three. Now basically what we need, the borders, which is this is the borders. Okay, all the outline of this window. We need to have at least two. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press F8, bring it back to object mode, shift right click, insert edge loop. I'm gonna add one edge loop right at the top here. I'm gonna add one edge loop at the bottom, like so. One in the side here, okay, and one in the side here. So basically we created frames that way. Okay, now it's not perfectly symmetrical because I did it hands-free, but we have this, you know, it's not like a big of an issue. Now I'm selecting all the cubes, only the cubes here, that way. what I will do next is I'm gonna extract them out of that frame. So while everything is selected, you're gonna shift right click, choose extract faces. Okay, you will get this gizmo. You want to press F8 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and now everything will be separated. You click on the background, and now you can see that I can choose each window section or the frame as it is right now. So for the frame, I'm gonna click extrude, and I'm gonna extrude it out with the blue arrow. You see there is the blue. While I'm putting my mouse cursor, it's turns into yellow, which means this is the chosen one or something like that. So I'm extruding it a little bit outside to make a little bit thickness to the window frames, something like so. Okay, I think this will be enough. I'm gonna grab all the windows now, and I'm gonna first of all I'm gonna group them all, and then I'm gonna extrude them. So first of all, let's combine them or group. Let's combine, mesh combine, and then click extrude. And we want the window to be a little bit thick, but not thicker than the frame. So I'm pulling it just a little bit that way, see? So there is still a gap in between the window and the frame. So this is how you make, the basic of this. Now, what you can do here is you can get rid of um, the maybe the lower faces. So I'm gonna choose just the lower faces, but it will require me um, well, the bottom faces, sorry, of that frame. I don't want to select everything because the side ones are still important, so I'm gonna leave them as they are, but these I will select them like so. Now maybe you want to delete them, maybe you don't want to delete them, but you can like extrude these faces and bring them down. So this will be sort of the concrete area that you've seen on the picture here. Okay, and the thing is that in that picture it's a little bit um, in. I mean, if I'm let me change back to that picture where it is. Oh, I need to go into messages. Sorry. Um, if you see here, the frame is a little bit bolded out, right? So at most cases, what I will do, I won't extrude it. Okay, I won't extrude it. What I will do, I will go and try and duplicate those faces first. Shift right click, choose duplicate face, press F8 3 times. It's not extraction, it's duplication, so it's not the same. And you can choose only that thing that we duplicated. So let's unselect this, and you can see that only this highlighted in green. So what I will do here is I'm gonna extrude this part now. Switch to move tool and pull this down. And now I can grab this face. Wait, let me see. Yes, the outer faces. Grab this one and then shift double click on that one. It will select only those at the front of the window, and you can either, yeah, you may wanna extrude them out a little bit or in. I don't know. No, that won't be a good idea. This won't be a good idea because the frame should be more inwards. So maybe I won't do this. Let me undo whatever I've done. I won't extrude it yet. I will do this that way. See this part, this thing that we duplicated? I'm going to shift right click, insert edge loop. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to add one edge here. And now I will do what I've done. I will select this face, double click on that. It will loop select the entire thing. Okay. Now I will extrude this down. Okay. So now you can see the frame is bolded out a little bit that way. Okay. Now I think you can get rid of those faces. I mean, you don't need those here. So I'm gonna double click, shift click on this one, shift double click on that one, and then press delete. It will delete it, and they are not necessary. All right. You can either duplicate this concrete. I mean, at the picture, it looks like no. You don't have to. I think in the overall it looks good. Now I didn't done the same amount of windows, but the main idea, I hope it was delivered. So from here, um, let's say you want to take this. Let's take, let me see, I'm gonna pick this. I'm gonna try and do the happened polygon tool. Happen to, let me see where this function is, happen to polygon. So if I'm clicking here now, oh, for some reason it's not, no, it's a little bit hard that way. Never mind, I'm gonna do this that way. I'm gonna create a cube, switch to move tool. Let's let's take this. Leave the cube. I deleted the cube. Let's grab this. Double click on that. No. Let's grab this and double click on that one here. Okay. Let's shift right click and duplicate face. So we will have a duplication of that now. And what I will do with this is I'm gonna make sure that only that's selected. You see, whatever it's highlighted, and I'm gonna click here to isolate it for a second. So what you can do here is you can grab this edge here and sorry, this edge here, okay, and choose edit mesh and bridge. Okay, so it made this bridge connection and it's also divided it. Now whatever we divided here is not that important, but now we're getting into a subject which talk about topology, means that everything needs to be quads for vertices for each face. Mainly, this is the what you need to have, the rule for quads. And it's getting to this area where I don't really want to get into it, but what I will do here to speed this up, I'm gonna double click on the inner edge now. Because it's connected, it's bridged, you can double click and it will loop select everything. And you can go over mesh, fill hole, it will fill this hole, and now you can unisolate this. So you will have a cap for this window from the top. Now with this cap, what I will do is I'm gonna grab this cap, extrude it, and switch to move tool and pull it up. And just for decoration, I will add a few edge loops here, one here, and I'm gonna take this face here, double click on that face. Sorry, it selected the shorter way. We need to select all these and double click on this. So these are left unselected, and grab this, good, and I'm gonna extrude these a little bit outside just to make a little bit, you see, that thing. Press F8. You can right click, choose edge. You can grab this edge, and then double click on this one with the shift double click on that one. It will select everything in between and till here. Double click on this one with the shift, and shift right click, choose bevel. See what I've done? It's a little bit beveled, looks a little bit more nice that way. Alright, so this is for the window. If you need any more, oh, by the way, you can delete those if you want. I mean, all the faces here. If you need any more explanation or whatever, let me know. I hope that helped you. And that's it. Have a nice day, dude. Bye.